Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to What's the 411 of Aesthetics. My name is Diamond, and this evening I want to talk about now why, or not so much as why, but what has made you want to become an esthetician or a nail tech, or what has prompted you to want to be in the beauty industry, period. So I'll go first, of course. I have always been in love with the industry. I think from the time I remember my mom getting her nails done, gosh, I think I was 8, 9 years old. And I remember even thinking when I was even that young, I was like, I think I want to do that when I grow up. And I was just always intrigued by the whole process of filing, laying the acrylic, watching my mom even do her hair and her makeup. Now, granted, she does not have a career. Well, I take that back. Yes, she does now, later on in life. My mother is also an esthetician too, which I think is so cool. But anywho, I was always interested in the fact that she would doll herself up and make herself look like this, fashion model. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love to do that for other people. And unfortunately, my life took a different direction before I finally came back to my heart's desire, which was becoming, honestly, a nail tech. So when I decided to go to school to become a nail tech, I think I was 21, maybe 22 at the time, somewhere around there. I know I was in my early 20s. And after, unfortunately, so many failed attempts of going to traditional college and realizing, this is not for me, I basically, at the time when I decided to go to beauty school, I had already dropped out of college. I dropped out because I was like, this is not my calling. This is not making me happy. So I was like, okay, well, let me actually go to school for what I truly want to go to school versus what someone else wanted me to go to school for. So I then decided to take up nail technology. Nail technology is what the program is technically called. And again, I loved it. I'm so sorry for my throat. Excelled at it. I was like, oh, okay. Well, let me try something else and see if I like that. Then I went into aesthetics. Really loved that. OMG. I really fell in love and was fascinated about the anatomy and the physiology of skin. And I even can think back in middle school and high school, I was always fascinated with anatomy and physiology of the body. So granted, aesthetics is a little more concentrated. You're learning something a little more specific when it comes to like the skin and how it works, how it functions and stuff like that. And I was just like so intrigued by that and how slowly but surely you can literally manipulate the skin to do what you want it to do. So I literally just fell in love, from makeup to nails and nail art and being able to change your look to any look that you want. As you see now, you probably noticed in some of my videos now, I almost changed my hair as much as I changed my undies. So, but I love that. That's what prompted me to wanting a career in the beauty industry. Is you literally can change up your look to any look that you want. Now, granted, of course, you should be presentable. Don't get me wrong, but I was fascinated by that. So, and not only was I fascinated about the different facets that there are in the beauty industry, I realized that, hey, I like working with people. I really, really do enjoy working with the general public, and that's one thing I am going to touch upon a little bit. If you don't like working with the general public and you notice about your personality that you're more of a introvert versus an extrovert, I'm going to let you know right now, this is not the career for you. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying this to point out, if you know you're not a people person, because you somewhat have to be a people person in this industry, because this is still a customer service based industry, and sometimes practitioners forget that. Trust me, I've been around a few of them. This is not the career for you. If you're not going to be, I'm not going to say, well, yes, I'm going to say, if you're not going to be somewhat of a happy-go-lucky person all the time, and don't get me wrong, I understand we have our ups and our downs and whatnot, but generally speaking, you have to have a happy disposition. When you are servicing people, it's not their problem that your bills aren't being paid, or that you're not happy about the relationship that you're in, or you and your parents are not getting along, or anything like that. Like, that's not their issue. They're coming in to get a service and to feel good about their service. So you have to remember to put all personal issues aside and be ready to perform your job. So if you are not in the frame of mind, I'm going to just let you know right now, this is not the career for you, okay? So again, kind of keep that in mind, that if you are not a people person, you just hang it up, okay? Just hang it up. So I just wanted to touch a little bit about on why I decided to become into the industry, or excuse me, be in the industry, and just wanted to again share that little facet about myself. Please, I would love to hear why some of you have decided, why are you in the beauty industry? When did you fall in love with nails, skin, massage, hair, electrolysis, like, oh my gosh, laser tech, like the list goes on and on and on. The beauty industry is such a huge umbrella, and there's so many avenues that you can take with this industry. So I would love to hear why did you join? What's your story? Please leave your comments. Please leave your questions in the comment box. I would really, really again love to hear from you. I hope you all have a good evening. Bye.